Alright, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, we're talking about road shoes versus mountain bike shoes and what the differences are between them. But before we get into today's video, if you're new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure that little bell icon next to that is checked off. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any of this awesome cycling content we got going on this channel. So right onto the video, we're talking about the difference between a road set of shoes and a mountain set of shoes in the clipless world. So let's start off with, we're talking about clipless shoes today. So clipless pedals require a clipless shoe with a cleat on them in order to clip in and ride your bike that way. There's some very different key features between these set of shoes that make each one well suited for the style of riding they're made for. So let's go ahead and we'll start off with the road set of shoes. So first thing first, the road set of shoes are generally going to be a lighter shoe. And biggest thing is because the bottom of those are going to be pretty much flat. That's going to be the biggest reason why these are generally lighter. These two are actually fairly close in weight because these are actually a cross-country race shoe, but generally a road bike shoe is going to be lighter. The other thing that's going to designate this as a road shoe is going to be the cleat pattern down at the bottom. So a road style cleat is going to be larger than a mountain bike style cleat. So the road bike cleat is generally going to use the 3 holes kind of in a triangle, 1, 2, and 3. That's what a road bike specific cleat is going to use, those 3 holes. This one happens to also have the 2 for the mountain bike, but if it does have those 3 holes in a triangle, that's pretty much going to designate this shoe as a road bike shoe. Along with that, you can tell the bottom is completely flat versus a mountain bike shoe that is going to have grips on there. A road bike shoe is not going to be designed for walking in. You do not want to walk in these shoes. These are made for one thing and one thing only, as to ride your bike. Once you have that cleat on the front, it's actually going to sit like this. It's actually going to sit off of the ground. Probably not that much, but you know, about like that. So it's actually going to be kind of more on your heel. With that, it does have a little bit of the heel plate right here, so you could walk on it if you wanted to. If you were to be walking in these, you're going to be putting a lot of pressure onto the cleat itself, which is going to wear down your cleat a lot faster than it should. So ultimately, a road shoe is going to be made for one thing, as to ride your bike. So very simple design, very smooth. They're made to be more aerodynamic, so you can get a little more aerodynamics out of your feet, out of your shoes, and they do have some holes in here to breathe. There's much more hidden on the shoe than they would be on a standard mountain bike shoe. So another thing in general with a road bike shoe is a road bike shoe is going to be a lot stiffer. It's going to have a much stiffer sole on there due to the fact that it's made for riding. It's made for optimum power transfer and not so much for any flexibility while you're walking. So I can barely flex that, and that is how they're going to be made. Versus like in a mountain bike. So let's take a look at the sole first here. So the sole of the mountain bike, it's obviously going to have knobs and lugs on here for traction. A mountain bike shoe is made for hike-a-bike sections. So it's made to be able to get off your bike and walk around them. And as you can tell with that, the sole on a mountain bike shoe, and this is a cross-country race shoe, the sole is a little bit more flexible. It's still very stiff, but it does have a little bit more flex in there because they know you are going to get off your bike. You're going to get off your bike, maybe you have to walk an obstacle, so they make it so you're able to do that. So it does have the grip on there, and like I said, for a mountain bike shoe, it's going to have just the 2-bolt cleat mount right here. That's going to be your mountain bike styles. Everybody, Shimano, Crank Brothers, they all use this same style mounting pattern for their cleats. So it's just going to have the 2 holes, not that 3 in the triangle that a road bike would have. Along with that, where the cleat is placed. So the cleat on these is actually placed inside of the lugs. So when you walk, you're actually not going to be walking much on that cleat at all. You're going to be walking on these lugs and not on the cleat. So you're not going to wear your cleat near as fast as you would on a set of road shoes. Along with that, because these are used for mountain biking, when you mountain bike, guess what? There's rocks. So it's possible you're going to get a pedal strike. And with that, you're going to smash your toe. So a good mountain bike shoe is going to have some protection in the toe box area. So for instance, this one has this nice coating right around the toe box area. It has a much stiffer toe, so if you were to smack a rock with your foot, you're not going to break a toe. Whereas our road bike shoes are very soft in the front there. So this one will have a lot more protection for the toes, because it's going to be mountain biking, because there's going to be rocks essentially. So with the mountain bike shoe, they're also going to have larger ventilation holes generally. And the reason for that is while you're out mountain biking, you're likely to come across a stream crossing or get your feet wet in a little puddle or whatever that may be. You're likely to have that happen. So having these larger vents on the side that are much more pronounced make it so your foot is able to breathe quite a bit more and dry out, and potentially dry out some more while you're out riding and not be a soggy foot. So those are essentially going to be the main differences between your good old mountain bike shoes and your standard road bike shoes here. Now, can you use mountain bike shoes on a road bike? Sure, you definitely can. Like I said, even these ones have the 2-hole mount for the mountain bike cleat. I've been running mountain bike pedals on my road bike for as long as I've owned it, and it's been working perfectly fine. It still works with a clipless pedal, and you're able to walk around in them with the mountain bike shoes. If you are riding as a commuter or something like that, where you're going somewhere you're going to be walking around, a mountain bike shoe is going to be much easier and much better to wear because of the fact that you're able to walk around it. You're not going to constantly have that as you walk around like you would on a road bike shoe. It's also not going to wear your cleat on a mountain bike shoe. That's why you see a mountain bike shoe very common on commuter style bikes. So people want to wear clipless while they're commuting, or even some road bikes because they like the ability to get off and walk around. So that's why these work. Now, would you want to ride a road bike set of shoes on the mountain bike? Probably not. You probably wouldn't want to do that. While they do have the mount for the 2 holes, most people are not going to wear these while they're out riding. The biggest reason of that is there's no grip on these. If you have to get off your bike and hike your bike through a section, it's going to be tough. There's no grip on these. These are completely smooth on the bottom and slippery. You are probably going to fall. So most people are not going to use these for that specific reason. They also don't have all the features. There's also a lot of the features on the mountain bike shoe that's for your protection of your foot that a road bike shoe just doesn't have. Because you wouldn't run into the same obstacles with your feet on a road bike as you would a mountain bike. So those are the biggest things between them. Can you interchange them and use a road bike shoe with a mountain bike and mountain bike with a road bike? Yes, you can. So what would I recommend for most people? Most people, I would say, out there are going to be looking more towards something like a mountain bike style pair of shoes just because of the versatility of them. You're going to be able to get off the bike and walk around. You can use these with a road bike or a mountain bike if you have multiple bikes. It just makes a lot more sense. And that's why I rode mountain bike pedals for a long time. And why I rode these is I only wanted to buy 1 pair of shoes. I didn't want to buy 2 sets. That way I had 1 for road and 1 for mountain. So I rode the mountain bike shoes for a long time, and that works perfectly fine. Now, if you are looking for pure performance, a road bike shoe in theory is better because of that stiff sole. You're going to get the best power transfer out of them. And this is something we are going to be trying out. As you know, we're going to be upgrading on the road bike. We're going to be changing a bunch of stuff, and these are going to be one of them. Going with a specific road bike set of shoes and road bike pedals to see if there's any major difference between the 2 of these. So hopefully you guys are able to learn something. If you are interested in picking up either one of these shoes, I'll link in the description down below so you can check them out for yourselves. If you did like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Love chatting with you guys, love answering questions you guys have, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.